time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist to went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy, turn it like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Keep the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a dick in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
Think they girls don't be. If you didn't know, they be better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. The mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. Clever, yeah. If a then a girl do it better. If a you know a girl do it better. I'm not the cool dog. 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 She see it all, even if it's big or small. Do you know where your girl is? But she not at home. Cause the last time I checked, she in Vegas.
the sun is up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker set to get things started. And off we go from downtown Indy. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Okay.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That is the rookie from Stanford, Alec Iomatter. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Catch made right side by Iomatter. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he will score! Alec Iomatter. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
And that's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and you can't do it a lot better than that.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, throw it.
Now the runner-up in last year's Heisman race, Ashton Genty. It'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 37-yard line.
28 yards.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. On the RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From out of the gun, here's May. Left side, he's got it, Buka. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
18-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Genty. And he's in! Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Indianapolis. For Genty, 56 total TDs in 3 years at Boise State. And a touchdown there, the first of his NFL career.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, here comes White. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And he will score. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Broncos. His first touchdown of the new campaign. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. On play action, here's May. And the throw left sideline caught. They ruled incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline and just wasn't able to save the play.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down. Taken at the 19. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First carry now for Ty Chandler. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
180! Real. What's that?
On play action, Mayfield. This one caught downfield by Flowers. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Denver first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
A run now for Chandler. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
20. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
So after one, it's the Broncos with the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run it here with Campbell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Regular. 180.
A second down throw from Mayfield. On the run to the right. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
180! Hurry!
They send the tight end in motion.
Stop!
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Intercepted.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll go play action with May. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And mark him down up beyond the 30. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's caught right side. It's Franklin. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Here's May. He'll try to set up the screen to Genti. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's May again. He'll get this off to Genti. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
5-yard attempt.
For me here in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. On 1st down is Mayfield. That one pumped by Eilman. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
A carry now for Chandler. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10.
Broncos 1st down.
On the ground, this is Chandler. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Now he'll run it. And the Broncos have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 9.
9 yards.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Genti. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Looks like a design run. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a 1st down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Working out of the gun. It's May. Back deep for Olave. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Colts. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He'll look deep here for Burks. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, they've got to find a way to connect.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Again, working deep downfield. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Penn State. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, here's May. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use for...
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. This is caught.
So it's obvious during the course of the week in practice, studying the film, they thought there was an advantage they could take with their punt unit coming on the field and picking up a fourth down fake. But the execution just wasn't there. So again, you go back to the drawing board and you say, okay, am I better off having my punter attempt that pass and catch the defense off guard, or just keep my offense on the field? Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Baker. That's swung out to Chandler. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 34.
At the 3-yard line.
Chandler. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. To throw is Mayfield. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Nick Scorton working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jacob Parrish.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9.
At the 21-yard line.
Throw on the run is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's picked up by one of his teammates. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. But they're now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Colts move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returnable for Rager. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's caught by Chandler. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll drop this one down for Chandler. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 3. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Here's a third down and 4. Throwing is Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Bannon. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
On play action, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Hey, alert 33. 180. Pistol.
Back to the air, it's Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That is caught. What a throw. Traylon Burks. Touchdown, Denver.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. They'll run to begin the fourth, and here's Genty. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up the 5.
Taking down the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 41, here's second down and 4. The RPO, quick throw to Olave. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Crazy.
Throwing is May. He's got his tight end, Arande Gadsden, the second. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now May. Forced out wide. He's going to keep it himself. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Colts.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. May going to look to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Dente is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play.
Set to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes White. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On first down is Mayfield. That's into the hands of Flowers. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Second down throw from Mayfield. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
It's made right side by Ioman. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for first and goal.
They'll drop to throw. Moving to his right. He pulls it in around the 5. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Second and goal. To throw is Mayfield. touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. This is 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Throw it.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Meg. Back deep for Olave. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big one here in the 4th quarter. Pick up of 46 yards. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Meg.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
The left side into the hands of Olave. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Colts have taken a 4-point advantage.
31. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. On the return, here comes White. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Here we go. One final play. He'll look deep here for Burks. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.